while you're leaning on that beat-up truck. Sunburned smile as wide as the sky. You got that wildfire running in your eyes. Creaking porch boards groaning underneath. Barefoot hop from sunburned stone. Your laugh echoes through the pine trees tall. Little bit of sweet dangling in the rough. Hang on, sassy, don't you let go. Road the old winding through your soul. Hold that line like a southern belle. Hang on, sassy, raise a little hell. Ripped jeans torn, no pretty disguise. Fighting gnats with your southern grace. Whispered secrets in the dogwood shade. You got that rebel girl, never gonna fade. Faded back to a nowhere town. Cicadas buzzing like a lullaby. Down that old dirt road we ride. Night falls, but we're still alive. Hang on, sassy, don't you let go. Road the old winding through your soul. Hold that line like a southern belle. Hang on, sassy, raise a little hell. Hang on, sassy, don't you let go. Rodeo winding through your soul. Hold that line like a southern belle. Hang on, sassy, raise a little hell. Ripped jeans torn, no pretty disguise. Fighting laps with your southern grace. Whispered secrets in the dogwood shade. You got that rebel girl, never gonna fade. Hang on, sassy, don't you let go. Road the old winding through your soul. Hold that line like a southern belle. Hang on, sassy, raise a little hell. There's whiskey on the table, an empty chair by my side. The day she left, the sky opened wide. My heart aches like the gravel on a back road's track. She took my love, she ain't coming back. My old house buried neath the weeping willow tree. Used to chase the sun, now he ain't here with me. His bark was the echo in the quiet of the night. Now this silence cuts deeper than that sawmill's bite. When everything crumbles, you're left home in dust. Dreams fade to rust. Love turns into lust. My girl left me, my dog died, my truck broke down. Seems like my life's all ashes on this one-horse town. Gotta have got my bags packed tight, ready for the flight. Camera in hand bright, chasing dawn's first light. New cities every night, feeling so alive. Every step's a sight, with joy I thrive. I'm the Astute tourist.
Hey, I'm Phil Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Miles I traverse, no
My name is Lacey, your Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel. Enjoy it.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Nancy Samuel of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist Channel. They're on YouTube.
Hey all, this is Captain Controversy from Scottsdale, Arizona, also host of Thirsty Thursday Trivia, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, Free for All Friday, and in fine free for all fashion, it is bring anybody in today, properly vetted, of course. So with that said, good morning to the mistress of shenanigans, our bone tired traveler Denise is here. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you today?
I am well, and how about yourself?
I'm good. Did you have a good anniversary?
Well,
just kidding.
We'll talk about that in a minute. I also want to say good morning down there. Kenneth, the Ford man, aka Kenneth Oakes, is here. Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. How about you, my friend?
I'm doing very well.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Kenny actually was in on time this morning. I'm very proud of you, Kenny.
Well, the thing about was when you said something in that. The thing about it was when you I didn't know I must have had the StreamYard thing in the background of my phone and didn't know it.
Got you.
Yeah.
When I first signed in to the studio this morning, Kenny was already there, but it was a white. You know how in the basement you can see each other's picture, right? Kenny's was just plain white, and I clicked on it, and it wasn't coming up. So I'm like, he needs to get out of that and come back in.
I did hear you though, but I was like,
yeah, good.
Huh? I was like, huh? What?
I know. I'm like, hey, Kenny, and then it's just this blank white screen, and I'm like, all right, we better. Before the show starts, we should figure this out. So, but it is figured out, and we are here to welcome in the weekend. We are sliding into the weekend. Denise, when's your next shift?
Tonight. I work all weekend.
Oh boy,
I don't want to work.
I don't.
I want to win the lottery. It's up to almost $500 million. I think I'll go buy a ticket. That usually helps your chances a little bit.
I know you can't win if you don't play, right? That's what they say.
Right.
But, wow, 500 million. Maybe I'll have to buy a ticket too.
Yeah, I think it's like 464 million, something like that.
Wow. It's always old geriatric people that win. It'll be like some 90-year-old lady in Van Nuys, California or something will win it all. And
I know where that is.
She doesn't have any family or anything, so she's going to leave the money in a trust for her cats.
Exactly.
Something goofy like that. That's usually how it happens. But good morning, everybody. It is Free for All Friday. Thank you for coming in. Cup of Joe. And we have our favorite people here with us, so it's time for this.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Damn. And hot. Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way. Sun's up. Chase the clouds away. Today's gonna be good. No matter what they say.
That's right. Today is going to be good no matter what they say. Don't let the bastards wear you down. It is Friday. TGIF, everybody. Cheers. Best sip of the day.
This is actually microwave coffee.
Kenny's got some recycled coffee. I know what you're drinking, Denise. In her
Dr. Pepper.
new CCA tumbler that she just got.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Good morning, John Taylor.
All right, so let's go right over and we'll start really quick at the top of the chat. Joe was here early this morning. He was the first one in. Good morning, Joe. Ross is here. He says not foist. Ross is getting ready to go to Seattle today, so he's gonna have a good day. John Gaylor is here. Good morning, John. Sharon and Jackson are here. Good morning, Sharon. Sharon, did you get your package? I'm curious if she got her package. Susanna is here, single mother. Good morning to you, or I should say good evening. She's in the Philippines, and it's probably just after supper time there. So good morning or good evening to you. Look who is here. My other partner in crime, Mr. Controversial Cruising himself. Scott is here. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I have to continue to talk about Scott, and in a good way. I'll tell you something. When I say that this guy right here is the hardest working man on YouTube, he's the hardest working man on YouTube. He is. He is everywhere, right? And this is not a criticism or a bad thing at all. I wish I had this guy's energy, man. He is everywhere, right? Right, Denise?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Kenny?
If I was 20 years younger, I could hang.
I don't know. Does he even have a social life? Because he's always doing something on YouTube. And I think it's fantastic. His channel's growing. His popularity is growing. Scott's a great guy. He's become a really good friend of mine. So, Scott, welcome in and thank you. He got up at 2:55 a.m. to be with us here this morning. So.
Wow.
The guy is he's just awesome. We love you, Scott. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Gavin, the guitar professional, is here. Good morning, Gavin. Good to see you, my brother. It's funny, I was going to do an old notable today, and it was the high school edition, but I don't know. I decided against it. I may be able to pull it up if we have some time. We'll bring that back for an
encore.
An encore, yes, thank you. An encore edition of Ava Potterfield and friends is here. Good morning, Ava. Ava's misplacing things at home. Or actually, Doug is misplacing things at home. She had a nice post on Facebook about Doug losing the clicker for the TV, but all the while it was in his shirt pocket.
Oh no!
I said I've done that with my glasses. I've had them on top of my head, and I'm like, where the heck are my glasses? I can't find them. And then I'm like, oh, they're right here. So there you go. So good morning to you, Ava. Let's see who else. I'm going to get through this really quick. And again, as always, if I miss you, please don't take it personal. I'm just trying to get through this. Kenny is here from the Daily Dose. Good morning, Kenny from the Daily Dose. Denise is here as well. Good morning, Denise. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Denise. Hello, Denise.
It wouldn't be a cup of Joe without that. All right, I think we're all caught up. Radio Jonesy is here. Good morning, good evening, Jonesy.
Radio Jonesy.
Jonesy is in Tasmania, so it is evening there. It is let's see, 6, 7, 8. It's after 8 p.m. there. So good evening to you, sir. And all right, so we're all caught up in the chat. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody has had a good week. Maybe and hopefully you got some good plans. Maybe you got some good plans for the weekend. I know I do. How about, well, Denise is working. We found out what she's doing. So
Yeah.
she's going to have a lovely time. But
Working,
taking care
sleeping.
of people. Right. Kenny, what do you got planned for this weekend? Anything good?
I might have some exciting news Saturday.
Okay. Well,
not going to reveal that.
Well, if it's exciting news for Saturday, then it's only Friday, so we're not going to reveal it. But all right, Kenny, that's good. Good news. So, Denise, you asked me about my anniversary. So yesterday was my anniversary. Colleen and I have been together for 37 years. Well, we've been married for 37 years. We've been together for 44 total years. We've been together.
What was she like, 8 when y'all got together?
Right? Colleen was actually 14 when I met her. But to be fair, I was only 17. So, yeah, when I met Colleen, she had just graduated middle school. And the day that I met her, she had just finished freshman orientation at our high school. And I guess the rest is history. We've been together ever since. We were high school sweethearts, and we had 2 babies together. So, poor Colleen, she came home last night, and I don't know what conversation she thought we had the night before, but she thought I had said I was not going to do Thirsty Thursday, and
oh no.
I would spend time with her, and she came in all excited, and she saw me in front of the computer, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm getting ready for the live stream." And she's like, and she turned around and she walked out, and I'm like, "Oh no, my best friend of 44 years, I just broke her heart." But I think I made it up to her. So this weekend, as most of you know, we bought a motorcycle. We have this Indian motorcycle that we have, and I joined a group called the Granite State. New Hampshire is the Granite State. The Granite State Indian Motorcycle Riders Group. So Saturday is my first meeting with them, and then we're going on a ride. So Colleen and I will be taking a ride over to towards Vermont, and then I'm going to take her out for dinner after that. So I'll make it up to her on Saturday.
Very good.
And so we'll have a nice bike ride, and then that evening we'll come home and go out and do something like lovers do, you know, have a nice dinner and whatever else we do. Look at Scott. Jimmy, you could have canceled. No, brother. I didn't have anything planned anyway except to do the live. So it's a weekday, a school night. What am I supposed to do on a school night? Can't go out.
School night.
That's what I call it, a school night when we have to work.
Makes
so
sense.
Well,
good morning, Chet. It's good to see you.
Chet. Some kids have already started school. I think.
Oh yeah, ours have been in school for 2 weeks.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Scott and Amber's boys. I think they started 2 days ago, I believe.
It's funny how that different demographic or different areas around the country, they start school at different times. Here they September 3rd, I think, is the first day of school for the younger kids up to middle school. The high school they may start before, but yeah, it's crazy. It's hard to believe it's already August and school will be starting soon. Sean can make fun of me whining about the cold in a couple months, so and it'll be summer there. But I want to say hi
about the cold.
You're ready? Yeah,
I'm ready to whine about the cold.
Pete's here from It's a Cruise Life. Good morning, Pete. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Hello.
Good to see you. All right, let's we got to stick to the schedule here. So let's do this. Weather Watch now, the segment where we pull up the weather where we are at, and we tried to cover the weather where you are at, wherever you are located in the world. We'll try to bring you a little bit of it. Anyway, who wants to go first? Denise?
Not me. I'm still looking.
Kenny, you ready?
my temperature right now is currently 64 degrees. Feels like 64. Humidity 100%, and supposed to be a high of 80 degrees with some nasty thunderstorms.
Oh, wow.
And also a low of 65.
Fantastic. I just want to say hi to Kurt and Marcia, CME Traveling. Good morning to you guys. Thanks for coming in. All right, Denise, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
It is 72 degrees right now. We have a high of 97. Yes, we're under a heat advisory. Low of 76 and about a 50% chance of rain, which we need desperately.
Yeah. A lot of parts of the country, they've been experiencing some dry conditions and some drought conditions. We here in the Northeast are not feeling that right now.
Our heat index will be 107 today.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
You're in the hospital tonight.
Yes.
At least the AC will be on. Here in the greater New England area, southern New Hampshire, it is currently 61 degrees, partly cloudy. We're gonna have a high of 80 degrees today. Looks like let me click on that. Partly cloudy conditions from 7 a.m. until 12 p.m. with mostly sunny conditions expected at 2 p.m. Today's temperature ranges from 60 to 80 degrees. So that's what's happening here in New England. We've had rain and thunder showers. Yesterday, we had massive hailstorms. It was crazy. Wow. The emergency services were running around everywhere. It was crazy. John and Nancy here from J&N Travels. Good morning to you guys. And again, if I missed anybody, I apologize for that.
Good morning, J&N.
We're going to bring up the world map so you guys can see that and see what's happening in your area of the world. All right, here you go. This is New England as it appears on the map. You can see there's not a whole lot going on. There's all that nasty weather out to the east of us that we got yesterday. That came down from Canada, man. It brought some cold air and, like I said, a bunch of hail. Looks like out in Nova Scotia, they're getting some of that there. Shirley's area looks pretty clear. Out towards the Great Lakes in Indiana, Illinois, that area, they're getting some nasty weather there as well, which hopefully will go out into the ocean and not hit us over the weekend. Don't want to spoil my ride. The eastern seaboard looks fairly decent there, all the way down to Paradise. And, you know, those guys, they get an occasional sun shower here and there. Looks like Fort Lauderdale right now is getting some nasty thunder showers. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast states. Looks like there's some unsettled weather out into the Gulf, which is not it's not any surprise for this time of year. So Texas looks fairly decent as well. Looks like up in Missouri and the northern part of Arkansas, they got some crazy weather there as well. So stay safe out there, folks. Arizona looks clear. We go over the only man we know with a town named after him right here, Scottsdale. That's where Scott's at, and it looks fairly clear there. And I'm touching the screen right now, and it's hot there. So Southern California, where Brene is, and Cindy and Bruce up into the northern elevations. It all looks pretty decent there. There's some unsettled weather. We make our way down under to the southern hemisphere, down to where Sean, Joe, and Jonesy are at. Looks like they got some nasty weather. Looks like Jonesy has some rain in his area as well. Same thing in Melbourne. Looks like Sean and Alana are getting some nasty weather. And up into Dubbo, which is somewhere over in this area, it looks like Joe's going to have some nasty weather as well. So hopefully it's not too cold there for those folks. And then last but not least, I always go over, we finish up with Eastern Europe. We'll go over to where Goldie is our good friend. She's in Romania, and it looks like there's only one little patch of some nasty weather there. So I hope you're having some good weather where you're at in the country. And even if it's not, it's Friday. Let's enjoy it. Look who is with us, who just popped in. Mr. Bright Eyes.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning,
look,
Scott.
I have to say something right here. Expedition Greg. Does anybody know Expedition Greg?
I do not.
So Greg, Kenny, you do, don't you? Do you know?
That is the, if I remember right, it's the same. Is it the same one that used to be called Fit for Expedition?
Fit for Expedition? No. I don't think so. I think this Greg is the Greg from Florida. Is that right, Greg?
Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV?
No.
I
think I recognize his logo. And Greg, if this is if you're the same Greg that I'm referring to, he has had dedicated a lot of his traveling to, yes, he's in Florida. So this is Expedition Greg. Him and I have been friends for a while. And Greg, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you again. He has done a lot of Disney videos. So living in Florida, he did a lot of stuff going to all of the Disney parks, and he filmed the shows and going on the rides. And he has a really good channel if you like Disney and that. But we haven't seen you in a while, so I'm really happy to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. Yes, yeah, very good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So there you go. So if anybody you want to go over and check out Greg's channel, and Greg, if you want to post your link, that's fine as well. And that goes for the rest of you guys. Make sure that you take good care of each other. If you're not friends with each other, you need to be. And the other thing is channel surfing, channel jumping. We do encourage that. So go over and to each of our channels, Denise's, Kenny's, Scott, and mine. Hit that like button, share us out, subscribe if you are so inclined, and then you have it. Scott, how was your sleep? Did you get any?
I took half of my sleep on the couch right here and woke up at like 12 o'clock. And then I took the other half of it in my bed when I woke up at 2:55.
He did. He set his clock. Before we signed off from after the show, of course, we sit in the green room when we talk. And he's like, I got my alarm set right now. And I'm like, man, I can't top that, dude. I don't know how to do it because there's no way I could get up that early and function for the rest of the day. So you're the man. Appreciate you, bro.
I love doing this, and honestly, I had to come up because I was texting Denise last night, and I told her that I was going to be up here, and I woke up, and she's already here, and she's like, "You tricked me. I thought you were coming up." I'm like, I'm making my coffee.
So we have an understanding because he gets up so darn early. I give him the link. Well, it's like with you too, Denise. I give you guys the link, and if you want to come up, come up. If you don't want to, or you can't, or you're all disheveled from just waking up, no sweat, man. We're glad to have you in the chat. But, it's always good. It is right. It is free for all Friday after all. So we encourage you all to come in. So let's see. Buddy Biggs is here. Good morning, buddy. It's good to see you.
Hello, buddy.
He says good morning to Jimmy, Captain Controversy, Kenny, and the Mistress, which I like that. That's a great handle you got there. I'm digging it. All right, so we got to continue on and stick with I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to drink coffee. I'm trying to stick to the schedule. I almost played the Thirsty Thursday outro. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I found it. This Week in History. All right, This Week in History is brought to you by Thirsty Thursday Travel Trivia with Captain Controversy and myself. Join us every Thursday night at 7 p.m. for fun games, hijinks, and more. Virtual cocktail hour in the Sea Wave Lounge. Last night we had Hakuna Matata cocktail.
Hakuna, God, we did,
dude. And you coined it. Scott goes, I know exactly why they call that, because you drink one of these and you got no worries.
No worries.
Yeah, it was good.
For the rest
Yeah,
of your day, for the rest of your week, for the rest of your month. No, I'm just
right.
I need some of
After the
that.
show, I went downstairs and I said to Colleen, I go, I thought of making another one, but yeah, no, I'm good. One was plenty. All right, so this week in history, like I said, is brought to you by Thirsty Thursday. We turn the hands of the Wayback Machine all the way back to the year 963, where, here's a banana for you. Nice Forest, the second, Phocas. So it says Niphorus II Phocas. Not what you think, Ross. Cut it out. It was crowned emperor of the Byzantine Empire in Hagia Sophia by the patriarch. Yeah, okay, we're moving on. There's too many bananas in that one. In 1780, an American force was beaten by British troops under Charles Cornwallis, the first Marquis and second Earl Cornwallis in the Battle of Camden during the American Revolution. In 1812, during the War of 1812, American Brigadier General William Hull, who was with his troops at Fort Detroit, surrendered to the British without a fight, leading to a celebrated court-martial in which he was sentenced to death. He was saved by a presidential pardon. In 1819, a meeting of radicals held at St. Peter's Field in Manchester, England, was dispersed with violence, an event that became known as the Peterloo Massacre. The Peterloo Massacre.
Peterloo.
Yes, indeed. In 1888, British archaeologist, scholar, and military strategist T.E. Lawrence, who was best known for his legendary activities in the Middle East during World War I, which earned him the nickname Lawrence of Arabia, was born in Wales. They made a really good movie about him. In 1913, Menachem Begin, Prime Minister of Israel from 77 to 83, who was the co-recipient with Egyptian President Anwar Sadat in 1978 Nobel Prize. He was born in Russia on this day. Happy birthday to him. In 1948, American baseball legend Babe Ruth, the Sultan of Swat, died at the age of 53. Imagine 53. Wow. Talk about living a hard life, man. That guy, he was a womanizer. He was a heavy drinker, and he was a baseball legend. So
pulverizer, right? Baseball pulverizer,
right? The curse of the Bambino. It stayed with us Red Sox fans for 100 years, man. Terrible. In 1950,
Denise got a cocktail ready.
What's that?
Denise got a cocktail ready.
She did.
Look right there.
Oh, right on. She's got her light. Yeah, I have the website up and I'm reading from it, so I couldn't see her. In 1954, the first issue of Sports Illustrated was released, and the weekly publication, later changed to monthly, became the leading sports magazine in the United States. And every year I looked forward, myself and many other young gentlemen around the country looked forward to the swimsuit edition. So, in 1954, again in 54, Canadian filmmaker James Cameron, who was known for his expansive vision and innovative special effects movies, notably the Titanic and Avatar. He was born in 2009. He also did the Terminator, didn't he? In 1960, the island of Cyprus, where's Don? The island of Cyprus became an independent republic. In 1977, American singer Elvis Presley, known as the King of Rock and Roll, died of a heart attack brought on largely by drug abuse. In 2003, Ugandan military officer Idi Amin, who assumed the country's presidency from 71 to 79, following a coup and became known as the Butcher of Uganda for his brutality, died in Saudi Arabia. And in 2016, Brazilian businessman and sports official João Havelange, and I'm sure I said that incredibly wrong, who served as president from 74 to 98 of the governing body of the football, soccer, as we call it here in the States, and transformed it into one of the world's largest and most powerful sports organizations, but was later implicated in a massive corruption scandal. Go figure. He died at 100. In 2018, American singer Aretha Franklin
I was like, what?
No, whenever we're doing a hard Foley, I tell people I need help finding Urethra Franklin.
Good Lord. For those of us that are in the medical field, this is a joke of ours that's been since we've learned about being medical professionals. You never confuse your urethra with Aretha Franklin. Just saying. American singer Aretha Franklin was defined the golden age of soul music from the 60s, was known as the Queen of Soul. I totally lost the show. She died on this day at the age of 76. Truly one of the greats. And then the featured event for this day in 1996, Lionel Fernandez Reina inaugurated as president of the Dominican Republic. The youngest person ever elected president of the Dominican Republic, Lionel Fernandez Reina, was sworn in on this day in 1996 and soon instituted measures to end corruption and to improve the country's economy. So there you have it. What's happening this week in history? Wouldn't be free for all Friday without this free for all. I love it.
I'm glad it's not like 2050 where like you can see the visions of people and what they're thinking on the live. Because as you said that joke, you don't want to notice.
Right? Yeah. Yep. There's other jokes, right, Denise? There's other jokes, but we won't talk about We are definitely not going to talk about that today. Well, there you go. That's what's happening for this day in history. I hope you guys have a historical day yourselves. What's happening in the chat? Has anybody new come in that I didn't see?
A bunch of people.
Rocker's here.
Mark from Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is here. Good morning, Mark. It's good to see you.
Mark.
He said good morning from the Philippines.
That's what I said. That's what I thought. He said,
Mark,
yeah.
You're in the Philippines?
Pretty
right
cool.
on, dude. Awesome. Good for you. Buddy says, speaking of the Bambino, I only just recently watched the movie The Sandlot for the first time. It was good. Oh, my God, dude. Where have you been? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. What a great movie.
And
SWAT.
Definitely a coming of age movie for boys. You know, it definitely if you know, being a boy growing up in America, I mean that's definitely it.
Yep.
You know, frogs and dogs and dirt and baseball and breaking stuff and getting in trouble and running away. It's just all good stuff. What a great movie.
We all had our own Sandlot, right? Even if it wasn't baseball. You had those people and friends and guys that you play basketball with, or you play wiffle ball with, or stickball or paddle ball, and it just it is that classic American movie.
Yeah. I mean,
I love it. Oh my God,
where'd you grow up, Scott? Did you grow up in Mass or no? You're from
no,
New York,
so
right?
I grew up in Long Island, New York, and then I went to college in Framingham, Massachusetts.
Right.
So I spent 5 years there. I was a super senior.
Yeah, super senior. Right on.
I love college so much.
Hey, overkill is good, I guess. I was just gonna say, growing up here in New England, as a young lad in the 70s, it was like a Norman Rockwell painting. It was awesome. I mean, all of my friends and I, we all rode bikes and we played stickball, and there's a lot of apple orchards in the area where I grew up, and a lot of abandoned apple orchards, believe it or not, from like colonial times. These old trees still growing and dying and growing, and we used to have epic apple fights, black eyes and everything sometimes. So we played hard. As
teams or all every apple for themselves.
Oh no, teams. Oh yeah, teams. Yeah, teams. And if you were the loser, you usually got a rotten one squished somewhere on your face. Boys can be bad. We can be awful, terrible to each other. But
definitely.
So yeah, is Mark? You're in the Philippines? He didn't answer us.
super
He's
cool.
probably signed out, but good for you if that's the case. I wish I'd like to go there someday.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Kenny, you were like reading my mind. I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah,
It's almost 7 o'clock it's 20 till 7 in the evening over there in the Philippines.
The next day. So it's tomorrow or it's tonight?
No, it's tonight there.
It's
They're in
tonight.
the future.
Yeah,
They're in the future.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the future.
John says Apple fights were great.
Right, John? Yeah, see, John knows. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Now in the wintertime, when we change our clocks, they'll be 13 hours ahead instead of 12.
Wow.
Right. And that's when it's kind of the same thing in the Philippines. So right now, it's 14 hours in Australia, and I think it'll end up being we fall back. So yeah, so they'll be back to I don't know, but it makes it too early for Sean I to do a live together once those change. So that sucks. But yeah, but the Philippines is a place I'd like to go.
Me too.
Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do this anyway, just for fun. We're going to bring back what Denise, it was actually your idea, Denise, this notable.
It was?
Yeah, this was Denise's notable. I think it was your idea, and we're going to go with that anyway. But you guys want to play America's favorite game show?
Yes.
Let's do it. Gosh, I just noticed this person is in here. Is everybody got their wallet checked to make sure you got your wallet? Because Ricky Rocker's in the house.
I got my wrench, Ricky. I got my wrench.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning.
Roku remote, guys.
Yeah, you are looking in our direction. I knew it. Anyways, Jonesy says it's a 2-hour turnaround when they change the clock. So yeah. There you go. And DJ is here. Good morning, DJ. Thanks for coming in, brother. All right, so now it's time to play America's favorite game show, Name That Notable, where we put up a picture of a notable person, and you have to guess who that person is for virtual cash and prizes. And Kenny, our prize master, is waiting in the wings, ready to give out prizes. This is an encore presentation of this because it's high school edition YouTube members. So these are famous YouTube personalities, and it's their high school pictures, and you get to guess who it is. So without further ado, let's get ready to name this notable YouTuber. And I don't expect anybody, unless you remember from last time, to get some or all of these. So this is a person that comes in regularly into our chats during Cup of Joe.
John Gaylor. That's my guess.
Scott says John Gaylor. Denise
and no, I don't remember.
Denise is saying Gavin. So is Liz and Chris are saying Gavin.
That's a good guess too.
I'm going to say Gavin on that one.
Those are both good guesses. Kenny's saying Gavin as well. Anybody else want to try? Joe says Gavin. Buddy goes, my guess is Buddy Biggs. Buddy, I don't know, Buddy. Although, Buddy, I bet you did have a haircut like that in high school.
Oh,
didn't we all? Joe says Gavin. Sharon is saying Gavin. Robert Uranus was the third.
Is he cousins with Clem Kindle-Hopper, Ricky?
Right, Ricky. Did you see our intro last night? Because it was a Clem Kindle-Hopper production.
It was.
All right, so I guess if there's without any other guesses, my hair doesn't get longer; it gets bigger. Had some big hair in the 80s. Wow.
Big
hair. All right. So if you guessed Gavin, the guitar professional, give yourselves a big round of applause because that is certainly Gavin, the guitar professional. Kenny, how many points for Gavin?
100,000 points.
100,000 points. All right, get ready to name the next notable. Who is this notable person?
John lets us know that his hair was longer too than Gavin's.
Ah, there you go, John. Mine was as well.
Oh,
the hair on my back. Oh, the hair on your head. You're talking about. Oh,
yes.
So this person is this person comes in and out of our lives. We see her sometimes, not every day, but she is a friend of the channel. You all know who this is, I think. For most of you, you know who this is. So let's go right over. Denise is saying Michael Ann. Nick is here. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Nick. Mona did what?
Scott, is that your answer?
That's my answer. Mona.
Or did she come in?
No. That's my answer. Mona did what?
Mona did what? Okay. His answer is Mona did what? Denise is saying Michael Ann.
Well, that's a good guess, too.
Chet is saying Denise.
I'm going to say Mona did what?
You're going to say that too, Kenny?
Copying off my paper, Kenny.
Denise says it's Chet.
I got copiers here. I got to cover it. Chet's going to copy me too. Jeez.
Chet, you were pretty hot in high school. If that was you. Just saying.
Ooh, really? Chetina. They called him Chetina in high school.
Right? Chetina. Did anybody else want to take a guess at who this person is? All right, let's reveal who. Sharon says Mona did what as well. She's copying off of Scott or Kenny.
Sharon can copy off me. She's allowed.
Chetrita. Chetrita. You know we're going to call you that from now on. All right, get ready for the answer. This notable is, in fact, Mona did what? Good job. If you guess Mona did what, you are 100% correct. This is Mona. And,
it just looked like her. It just looked like her.
Right? And I think for most of us, let me go back to her picture. So her and I think, are right around the same age. I think most of the girls I went to high school with all had that same haircut. The feathered. So did I. At some point, you'll see mine.
Some of us still have it.
But, right?
I still have it.
Hey, some of you still have hair. My God. I used to have a wonderful set of hair. But anyway, all right. Let's get, how many points for Mona, Kenny?
250,000 points.
250,000, right on. All right, let's get ready to name this next YouTube High School Edition notable. Oh, who is that?
That's Kenny.
Definitely looks like Kenny. Kenny, are you sure?
That's Kenny. Final answer.
Denise says Scott. Gavin says, "Hey, that's me." Wait, Gavin, we already had you.
Hey, Kenny, look at what number is in the middle of that snowflake.
Look.
What number is in the middle of it?
27.
Oh, okay.
Scotty the mouse hole.
My number 2. Scotty the mouse hole. Oh God, Liz.
Scotty mouse hole. It's definitely stuck, Scott. Oh, MTV rap star. Exactly. Joe says Scott from Controversial Cruising. CME says 27.
I don't know what we were. That was the high school arts and crafts we used to do. Cutting up snowflakes.
Met in class. I knew I became good friends. My forget about you always heard who.
Oh, okay. I had some crazy yearbook signings.
Trying to read that. If you said Scott from Controversial Cruising,
Flav.
How many points for Scott?
300,000 points.
The Flavor Flav. Where's your clock?
He's got a pica shell necklace on.
Yeah, the puka shells. We all
Yeah,
had
I
those
put it on
too.
my puka necklace afterwards. I wore my snowflake for the rest of the day. Actually, it was a baseball, but whatever.
Okay.
Supposed to be a baseball.
Supposed to be a baseball snowflake. Good job. How many points for Scott from Controversial Cruising, Kenny?
300,000 points.
My favorite number. My other favorite number.
All right, let's get ready to name the next high school YouTube celebrity name. Oh, that was Scott. You're right. Who is that person? And we're not.
Oh, man.
We're not talking about the young lady, but we're talking about the gentleman in the blue. Who would this be? Denise says Kenny.
That's a dead giveaway right there.
It hadn't been that long since Kenny graduated.
Kenny,
he still looks the same.
Who is your date, dude? That girl's smoking.
That was a girl in high school, and her name is Abby. It was Abby Conkin. Now she's Abby Sims now because she's married.
Very good. So do you stay in touch with her?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm friends with them. I'm friends with people that I went to school with, but I don't hardly ever contact them that much because I know that they have their own personal life, and
Right.
let them have their life and stuff like that.
Buddy goes, "That's Kenny. That's a beautiful peach dress you're wearing." And Ava says, "Cutie pie, Kenny." Kenny, what year was that? What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2013.
2013, almost a whole lifetime ago. My goodness.
It's hard to believe that I was supposed to go to my 10-year class reunion in 2023, but so much has happened I didn't even get to go. So
I went to my 10-year class reunion. It was, I think, the only one I've gone to. I was escorted out by the police, so I never went to another one. Yeah.
Serious? No, I don't.
We got told we weren't welcome anymore.
I'm the only one in the family. I don't have any brothers or sisters. So
okay, there you go. So a few seconds to Fordman, Kenneth Oakes, you are 100% correct. Kenny, how many points for you?
350,000 points.
350,000, right on. All right, get ready to name the next high school YouTube notable. Who is this person? Does anybody know who this is?
Michael Ann.
Michael Ann, says Scott.
And Kenny, I am an only child too as well. So
I'm going to say Michael Ann on that one.
Couple Michael Anns. Denise is saying Michael Ann as well.
I'm just going to call everybody Michael Ann until I get it right.
Chet and I graduated the same year, 1982. It was a good year.
Good strategy, Denise.
I'll be right at some point.
Definitely Michael Ann. Everybody is saying Michael Ann. Sharon says Michael Ann. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? All right, here we go. It is Shirley Anthony from Glitter World. I finally was able to fool you guys with that one. There you go. Nobody picked Shirley from Glitter World. How many points would have they gotten, Kenny? How many?
400,000 points.
Wow, see, you lost out on all of the money. Goldie is here. Hi, Goldie. It's good to see you.
Goldie.
Lovely Goldie in the house. Nick P says, Jimmy, you and Scott would be perfect to cover the Village People YMCA. When you talked about the police, it made me think of the lineup with all those four people, right?
We should do it. YMCA.
Yeah. All right, I have a confession to make. This morning I was trying to get my head in the game, so I listened to The Wobble, Cupid Shuffle, YMCA. I was having a sail away party getting ready this morning.
That's awesome. Well, I think it worked because you're pretty bright-eyed this morning, so it's good.
Slide to the left.
All right, so that was
Slide.
Shirley Anstey. What's next? The Macarena? Oh, goodness. All right, get ready to name the next YouTube notable. Who is this YouTube notable?
Wow.
I know that guy.
Look at that tie.
Look at that head of hair.
Look at the gap in that tooth. Who's that? The GTG, the gap tooth gangster? Original.
Oh, stop.
Look at the hair is right, Scott.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair.
Denise says Jimmy. Gavin says Jimmy. Nick says Jimmy. Can't fool you guys. I don't know who that is, but he looks very astute. There you go. Everybody, can't fool you guys. That is in fact Jimmy, the astute tourist. I told you, look at that hair, right? Look at, I actually had hair once and it was long and it got even
longer. My grandson
longer.
has that same hairdo, Jimmy.
Is that right? So we all had the part down the middle feathered. And then it wasn't long, probably a year or two after this, the mullets came into fashion. And I don't know if I actually had a real mullet, maybe sort of, kind of, but and that was just so I could survive in the fire service and still play in a band. So and don't worry, Jimmy, some of us still the same as we did in high school. Yeah, thanks. Maybe have other things change, but our looks stay the similar. Yeah, I get it. All right, so you said it was me. How many points for me, Kenny?
450,000 points.
450,000. Wow. All right.
Peter says, I thought that was the Karate Kid.
All right. Wax on and wax off.
Yeah, that's what Liz said.
One,
Ralph
Peter.
Macchio.
No mustache, John? No mustache? Oh.
Yeah, I actually didn't have the mustache came, so that it actually came that year. That was my senior year. My senior picture, which happened very early in the year. If you remember, they take the pictures very early. So point, I actually had a beard. Some point that same year, I grew a full beard. So yeah, I was a hairy dude. Now I'm just.
He didn't have a mustache until 6th grade, says Law.
Right. Yeah, I was one of those guys where I could grow a beard pretty early in life. Okay, there you go. Let's get ready to name the next YouTube notable. I know it's a little fuzzy.
Denise.
Yeah.
He goes, Denise. She goes, yeah.
No, that's my answer. That's my answer.
Your answer is Denise. Okay. I don't know who.
I'm gonna say Denise.
I don't know who this hottie is, but she's a pretty hot chick in this picture right here.
Oh, it was so tiny. Yeah. I wish I was as fat as I was back then when I just thought I was fat.
Right. We all had hair. We for us boys, we were in size 28 jeans. Golly. Does anybody want to take a different guess? Scott McNeil is here. Hi, Scott. Scott is in New England right now. He is in the greater Boston area. Good morning, bro. Thank you for coming in. Anybody else want that 80s hair, right, Liz?
Yep.
We all had
87.
Denise, is your hair naturally curly?
Yes, very much.
It is, yeah. Mine too.
Yes, very much.
Very much so. All right. So if you it was hard to stump you on that one. If you said Denise from Bone Tired Travelers, you are correct. How many points for Denise?
500,000 points.
500,000 points. All right, let's see. We got a few more, I think. Who is
Michael
this?
Ann.
Denise says Michael Ann.
I'm gonna say
right out of the gate. That's Michael Ann, she says.
I have no idea.
Oh, that's great.
Michael Ann.
Anybody want to? Kenny says Michael Ann as well.
Kenny's saying Michael Ann, so maybe.
Anybody
Denise,
else?
Was that your high school senior picture?
Yeah, that was my senior portrait.
The senior?
Yeah.
1987.
Right.
1987.
Is that's the year you graduated? 87?
Yeah,
87?
class of 87.
That's the year I got married. And then you got married a year later, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't stay that way we were together 15 years, so that's a pretty good
Okay.
run.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
So Joe is
Got
saying
3
Michael Ann
grandkids,
as
so
well.
What year did you graduate high school, Jimmy?
1982.
1982.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
a good
you
time back
and
then.
yeah, I think you and Dwayne are in the same class.
All right, so let's reveal who this is. Nick says, I was born in 91. Oh, God. I was already married
So
and
were my
had two. I
twins.
think I had 2 kids at that point. All right.
Yeah.
If you said Michael Ann spoiled mama,
Michael Ann.
you got it right. Good job. Let's see who's the next notable. We got to whip through these. This is
I know that one.
I know that
this
one
is
too.
the last one.
I'll
Who
leave it
is
to the
this hot chick?
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. You know who
is
this
hot
is.
chick?
Colleen.
Kenny says Colleen. Denise is saying Colleen as well. Liz is saying Colleen. Nick says V. Sharon says Colleen. John says Mrs. Awesome. Kurt and Marcia say Colleen. My mother says 1956. That was the year that she graduated. Chet says Colleen. And good morning, Mom, by the way.
Good morning, Nancy. That was the year my dad was born and Mom.
Colleen Saulnier, Mrs. Astute Taurus, says Joe Hupp. Anybody
Very
else want
proper,
to guess?
Joe.
I don't think we're stumping anybody. If you said, in fact, my lovely bride Colleen, you are 100% correct.
Oh.
Good job.
Was that a high school picture too, Jimmy?
That's her senior picture. Can you see why I fell in
She
love
was
with her?
beautiful.
She's
Absolutely.
just,
Yes.
And she's still a
just
beautiful girl.
beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, she's still pretty.
I won the lottery the day that I met my wife. I really did. I love her to death. So
Did you meet her in high school too, Jimmy?
I before you would come in this morning, we talked quickly about it. I met Colleen. She had the day that I met her was the day that she had just finished with freshman orientation, getting ready for her freshman year. So she had graduated middle school. And the day that I met her, they had that orientation. I was playing in a band with my friend. We were up in his bedroom. It was obviously it was summertime, August, and the girls heard the music and they were friends with the drummer in the band. So they all came up, and that's how I met Colleen. So
then they became friends with the guitarist. Then one of them became friends with the guitarist.
Yeah. I definitely married out of my league, Chet. Like I said, I won the lottery when I met her. So there you go. That is that's our game. Good job. Thank you for joining us today. We are running over. Not quite. We still got a minute left, so I think we did pretty good. So Denise, what do you got going on this weekend? Tell us what's happening.
Just working.
Any
Sleeping, working.
Any plans to see the grandbaby?
I saw him yesterday, and I'm going over Monday to take care of him while my daughter takes care of some business. So
perfect.
Getting
Very
lots
good.
of baby time. Yeah.
Right on. And Kenny, what do you got going on tonight, tomorrow, Sunday?
I got Friday Night Live with friends at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is with Roy and Becky Traveling on Adventures, Earl and Terry, and Mount Eddie Living Freeze at Codeless. And then possibly I might have something tomorrow. Not sure.
Right on. All right. Ooh. Very good. And Scott, what do you got coming on? I know you got some things happening this weekend.
Let's see. What shall we tell them about? Okay. So tonight within the Seawave Lounge, we have another guest that you may or may not know. Above me here, the Mrs. End himself, the Astute Tourist, will be the special guest tonight on the match game. So come on down to the Seawave Lounge and see Colleen and Jimmy match with the stars, or match with the contestants on the match game tonight. So yeah, that will be tonight.
Please join us. Come and see Colleen. You see me all the time. So,
and then as always, too, Kenny will be on my TV. So I always pop in earlier into Kenny's chat, and I say, "Hey, Kenny, here supporting," and I'll come in during the live when I'm not on, and I'll type in. But Kenny will be on the TV, and then I will be on the match game live tonight. So
right on. Perfect. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. As always, you do know I love and appreciate you guys. And thanks to everybody for coming in the chat. We have 21 right now in the chat, and that's really good for this time of the day. So
really is.
I hope we can bring a little bit of fun and joy to the start of your work day. We try to start the day with a cup of coffee and a laugh and a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys all join us here for this. So tonight, like Scott said, Colleen and I will be on Match Game, 8:00 EST. And then this weekend, we're just going to be hanging out. It's our anniversary or yesterday. So we're going to just spend some quality time together. We're going on a bike ride tomorrow, which should be good. It's going to be our first long bike ride. So probably about an hour long one way. So that'll be our first long one. So, all right. I want to thank everybody. Don't forget PMA. Positive mental attitude will definitely save your day. And when I tell you I'm living proof that it works, just believe me, because I am here in part because of employing a positive mental attitude in my day every day. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day as well. We all have stories. Look, we are people, and we have lives, and things go on, and sometimes the stories aren't so good. So if you see somebody out there in your travels today, all you need to do is make eye contact and smile at somebody. You can change their whole outlook for the day by doing that. Say a kind word, shake their hand, and if they're inclined, give them a hug, because passing on positive energy is good for us all. Make sure if you see a first responder today, the men and ladies of the police department, the fire department, our EMS and healthcare workers, and of course our nurses. We love our nurses. One of them's right there. They make doctors look good, and they're the ones that keep us healthy and safe. So if you see any of those folks today, make sure you thank them for what they do, because they do it selflessly. They don't really ask for much, except for maybe a sandwich and a pat in the back now and then. And
pizza party for everything.
I mean, how can you go wrong with pizza, right? Oh boy, talk about calls for emergency. I got a call coming in. Okay, and then last but not least, our veterans. We owe a great debt of gratitude to our veterans, all of the veterans that take good care of us throughout the free world, not just the U.S., but all of the folks in the free world. We love and appreciate you, and thank you for what you do. Goodness, got all these noisemakers. Thank you to all of the veterans. We love you. They're protecting this, which I got it right here. Our flag, which is behind us. So there you go. God bless Old Glory, the red, white, and blue. God bless our freedoms and our liberties. God bless America. God bless all of you in the chat. And God bless Denise, Scott, and Kenny.
Thank you. And Jimmy, must say too, I'm seeing the morning show grow. As you said, there was 21 in here, but that's not just today. I'm seeing a trend over the last couple of weeks and even the month that the numbers in the morning are definitely growing. So proud of you. Obviously, always supporting, and I love to see the numbers go up, and I love to see new names in here for you. So
I appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you guys. I mean, again, it would be, I always say this, it would be a very boring live stream with nobody in the chat. So, and I've seen people do them. We've seen that, but I just don't understand. God bless them. They sit there and they're doing their show and they don't have anyone in the chat.
Hey, some people are very successful at falling asleep on lives. Okay.
Right. Right. And sleeping on live streams and taking care of their trouser cat.
Meow.
Thank you, Pete. All right, that's going to do it for us. I appreciate you guys coming in. Have a good weekend. It is, in fact, Friday. We're going to get out of here.
Hello, Eddie, too. Eddie just snuck in.
Did he? Oh, I see. I'm jumping around. Hey, Eddie. Yo, yo, yo. Eddie is up next. Let's go over and give him a big Astute raid. I would appreciate it if you did that. All of you guys, we're going to go over when we're done here. And tune in to see Eddie Lugo Studios. And make sure you give him a big, gigantic raid from us, all of us here at the Cup of Joe Morning Live show. All right, that's going to do it for us. Kenny, what do we say?
Lord Vaughn and the creek don't rise. We'll do it all again Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. All right, everybody. Want to wish everybody peace and love. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist. That lady over there is
Denise with Bone Tired Travelers.
my friend down below me.
Scott, Captain Controversy from Controversial Cruising.
And that guy sort of
Oh,
diagonal.
Bye, guys.
All right. Have a good weekend. We'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.